Alright, here at No Reserve we have our beautiful, all original 1999 Ford Ranger 4x4. It's a one owner, which is 49,000 original miles. It has the full XLT package with the 5-speed manual transmission, 4.0 liter V6. It's got all the power options, AC, cruise. It's Oxford white with the gray interior. It's got the aluminum wheels, 31-inch, raised white letter tires. And the Toyo 31s just give it a nice nice stance. They fill up the wheel wells really good. It's got complete rust-free truck, always been in the Northwest. Just a time capsule truck. It's just an amazing condition. It has a couple little things that we'll go through, just like, little wear and tear items from being, 26 years old. But overall, it's gonna be hard to find a nicer Ford Ranger, especially the Oxford white with the light gray interior and the 5-speed manual, and the miles is just unreal. The underside and under the hood of this truck is just unbelievable. There's a ton of photos. There's a bunch of the original decals that come on them from manufacturing that are usually long lost. Markings along the frame rail, assembly markings, paint markings, part numbers. Just really cool to find one of these type of benchmark trucks. So let's start out the front. It's usually easiest. Nothing to really complain about up here. It is looking really good. Just a little wear on the tow hooks. All the chrome is really nice. All the lenses are really nice. No condensation or cracks. The cutouts in the grill are really nice. There's no aging in the chrome or anything like that. No fading. Might have a couple little stone chips from it throughout the years. Just like these little guys is what you might expect. Valance is in good shape. Hasn't, it's got a tiny little scuff like that. Hasn't caught a curb or anything, or this truck's definitely never been off-road. I'll go nice and slow because there's just not a lot of imperfections on this thing, especially being white. It's really nice. On the very edge of the hood, it's actually on the underside of it, so you can't see it from the top side really. There's a little bit chipping on the edge of the hood. It's got original glass. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. The Carlight logo, you can see that, but I got photos of it. All the glass is original Carlight logo glass. This is normal. This is like a stone protection. You actually could take this off with like a heat gun, and then it'll just be factory Oxford white. This isn't rust or anything. It's just the clear rock protection is starting to delaminate. It also comes with rock protection down here for this year. It's kind of like a little bit of a really strong bumpy paint, but this is kind of just something sitting on the paint, so you could get some lacquer thinner or something to get that off. But you'll see it's just really nice condition. It does save a lot of stone chips because it just doesn't chip. You will get some, where the paint, a couple little scratches here and there. This comes with all the original brochures, keyless entry, both keys, key fob, all original books, manuals. It's got aftermarket CD players. All it's been changed. Chip that's been touched up there, chip that's been touched up there. In here, there's no clear coat issues on this truck. Obviously no rust, no paint lifting issue, but just in here, it started to chip a little bit, but you stand down, you don't see it. But if you're real crazy, you could easily have the roof repainted if that's something that you needed, and they just would tape it off here and there, and you'd never know. But being an all original paint truck, I would leave it. It's not going to do anything bad. If you for some reason have a pressure washer on the truck, I would just be careful in that area. Between the cab and bed is super clean. Through here, little scratch here. It's got a tonneau cover. It's got also a rhino liner, spray liner underneath, so you got double protection. But I love tonneau covers. They just give the truck a nice finished look. But here's some scratches. Tail lights are mint. Really nice color, and they're really smooth. Anybody that has trucks from the 90s and 80s, even 2000s, they just get that faded, dry look if they're not taken care of. But you look inside the wheel wells is really cool. I love these aluminum wheels. Tires got a ton of tread. You can still see the paint on them. 31s, no cracks or anything. They ride really smooth. But let's see, along here you can see the factory kind of how they do that wheel well paint right there. It's really cool to see, and it's sturdy and stuff. You can see it hasn't been steam cleaned or pressure washed or anything like that. You can see the cab corners are really nice and clean down there. You see the markings on the frame. Those are the part numbers for the frame. It's on the gas tank, it's on the transmission mount, all kinds of stuff down below. Two little weird little dings right there. The decal's in nice shape, not chipped. No real marks on the tailgate. Just a couple tiny ones like this little guy and these little guys. A couple of chips right there. Lenses look really nice and clean. Emblem's really clean. Back bumper's nice. It's got a little mark right there. I'll pull that piece of rubber off. Little mark right there, but no dents or plastics aren't coming up. Take you along the bedside here, of course, matching pretty much to the other side. Some little scratches there. Scratch there. Thin little scratch here and here. And then along the side, it's tough to see because it's an Oxford white truck, but I did a bunch of photos, and I'll walk around this video in a couple ways, but there's this little scratch here. It looks like they rubbed up against something, kind of got this little crease thing here, and then it stops at the wheel well. It actually didn't touch the fender flare, and then it touched here, so I don't know if it's, you know, my best guess would be something like a mailbox door's open, you know, and they kind of rubbed up against it. So I'm gonna walk along. Paint's shiny, but the cool thing is it's Oxford white. Again, if you were super anal retentive, there's a little scuff here, but you can't feel this. This one you could probably like wet sand out and buff out, but I mean, it looks real good. You gotta be really close to see this stuff, but trying to do my videos and photos as if you're here with me, because we sell so much stuff out of state. So I want to point out all the great stuff and all the nicky-picky stuff. Still can see the paint in the tread of the tires. Again, you can see what I love about these really low mile trucks and cars is, you can see the, hopefully you can see the decal on the drive line down there. But like the exhaust hanger, look, it's still got that anodized shine to it. You can see the manufacturing part numbers. Again, the inside the wheel wells, it's got that cool look to it. These factory mud flaps all the way around. Can't say this side matches the other side, it's just aged. Rubbers are really nice. Both mirrors fold in and out, smooth, nothing issues going on there. It's got little rain gutter protectors, mud flaps. You can see the how clean the little bolts are. A little bit of chipping on the edge of the hood, not really on this side, but just down there, but it's down below, so you can't see from the top side. I'll pop the hood and show that. So let's jump on the inside. Actually, I'll go to the back here. One of the things that I was talking about, that exhaust tailpipe hanger, which is also cool, is you see how shiny these tailgate, the mounts, the hinges, and the cables, you still have that shiny look. These pieces are usually long gone, but it's still got that nice little look to it. There's no dirt in there. You can see the Rhino lining spray liner throughout. Really nice through here. It actually still has its factory key for that. Those are little things that just get lost on these trucks. And one thing I would like to say is whoever did this spray liner, thank God they pulled these out. Because if you ever want to get in there and you want to grease the hinges every once in a while, and I'm telling you, 99% of the time, those are just covered up. So I love seeing that stuff. And so we'll go around, start on the inside here, and really it's perfect. I mean, there is nothing to complain about on this truck on the inside. I might find a couple small things, but I do not know. Okay, here's a small one, so like a little scuff in the door panel. But look at all these, the writing on all the switches. There's no fading. The vinyl's in nice shape. The paint is just beautiful. All around it's shiny. No real entry wear. All the plastics are nice. The side of the seats are just beautiful. The carpets are really clean. Dash is just, look at the door hinge area. It's just amazing. These are usually long lost. They come in cup holders. Pop all the way out. It's on both sides. It's kind of cool because if you have a tall cup, they go up like that. Ashtray's never been used. Zero smells inside this thing. Hopefully you can see how clean that is. Again, we got photos. I do have the lighter and it's never been used. I'll take photos of it, but I was charging up my cell phone and my portable little speakers, because when I do photos I have a little speaker with me. Again, just mint. I'll get my towel out of here so you can see the rest of the interior. And it's got the Panasonic CD player. Shifter's just really clean. This goes up, and it does have seatbelts for 3 up front, so you can put 5 people in here, but that's going to be a little person. But a lot of times these are all busted out. Door panel's never been off. It's phenomenal condition. Back here is just perfect. You got 2 little marks right here that I'm sure you could even clean off. Your dome light's working. No marks on the plastics. You can see jump seat's perfect. You got your jack and all that stuff down there. And those little black bags, those are factory, so don't pull those out. It's not garbage or anything. I mean, this is just mint. I'm not sure if it's ever even been sat in. The seat goes back nice and smooth. I mean, carpets underneath, just beautiful. Just crazy. I love these trucks. And they don't make trucks this size anymore, and they never will. And being a manual, that's where this one is just kind of like a, kind of like a dinosaur. It's an endangered species. Finding a truck this size with the manual, Oxford white gray interior, like, to me, this is like a holy grail of Rangers. This is my favorite front end for the Ranger. Is the 98 to the 02. You can see that. It's just really clean. I mean, it is just as nice as you can imagine. Again, like what I was talking about, the tailgate hinge, look how shiny those bolts are, and it's like that on the passenger side too. I mean, the pedal pads for clutch brake, gas, emergency brake, they look unused. It's just, there's like no entry wear really here. Those door hinges are flawless. The steering wheel is perfect, no wear. The gauges are super clear. Again, I got all the manuals and the brochure back at the shop. Look at all those buttons. No scuffs or anything on this door panel. It's nice and clean. Factory decals, and the vents is clean. Look at the bolts. Just nice and shiny. It's just unreal. We'll go ahead and pop the back. You see this little jump seat. Again, there's those little bags. Just perfect condition. Just mint all the way around. I mean, look at the seat sliders, how nice they are. Inside here I got some towels and stuff and some keys, but we got the this is cool to put like your insurance and stuff. Got the remote. Put my little towels back in there. So I'm gonna take you underneath. One of the most prized spots of this thing is underneath the hood and underneath the truck. Just crazy clean. You're gonna find some little dirt, of course, but 49,000 miles. We just put a battery in it. Battery was good, but it felt a little weak. Look how shiny those bolts are. Look at the shine on the power steering pump hose. Original decals on the valve covers. I mean, the steering column shaft still has that nice anodized look. Look down in here and you look at the adjustment screws for the headlights, still have that shine to them. You just do not see that stuff anymore. Look at the hood hinge. Still got shine to it. All the decals untouched. Just had a fresh oil change. And the truck needs nothing. AC blows cold. It drives like a brand new Ranger. I mean, in 1999, if you were to drive a Ranger off the lot brand new, it would drive just like this thing. It is really unbelievable. So it's going at no reserve. 49,000 original miles, and it's going to second owner. So good luck, everybody.